Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise for a point of personal privilege to make a comment.
Please, sir.
Mr. Speaker, we are on the verge of a crisis here in Arizona. It's a crisis that's going to hurt children, parents, devastate our state's economy, and ruin our state's reputation. And worst of all, it is a crisis that with a little bit of leadership, we can easily avoid. The aggregate expenditure limit is an arbitrary cap set on the state that deals with how much we can spend on education. Because of this impact on school enrollment from the pandemic, that formula is messed up for 2022. On March 1st, the aggregate expenditure limit will trigger, and schools will be forced to drastically cut their budgets. In my district, District 10, that means a cut of $5.9 million for Catalina Foothills and $58 million for TUSD. As a numbers guy, with a cut this big, I don't see any way around it. Most of these schools in my district are going to have to close. Kids are going to have an even larger education gap. Parents are going to have to scramble to find childcare just so they can go to work. Employers are going to have an even harder time finding employees who don't have to stay home with their kids. This is a crisis. The beauty of this problem, though, is it's an easy fix. All we need to do is a 2/3 vote to override this arbitrary limit. It doesn't raise taxes, it doesn't impact the budget, it doesn't create any new laws, and we've already done it 3 times over the last 40 years. I'm new to politics, Mr. Speaker, but in my small business, when I see a problem, I solve it right away. In the Army, when we see a problem, we run towards it, not away from it. This is not a problem, it's a crisis, and it needs to be dealt with immediately. Don't risk education of our kids, the ability of parents to go to their jobs, the health of our economy, and our state's reputation. There are 40 days until March 1st. We need to do something about this now. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much.